Hey guys, it's Jason here with another trading video, and I'm going to be doing this video on ticker symbol GOTU. I got in on the short side today on this trade because it's been you know been making new lows. It continues to make new lows. It keeps breaking support, and whenever it makes a new low, it usually just falls further. Like this is the daily chart. It's made a new low here. It's dropped a lot. Every time it makes a new low, it usually continues to drop a lot. Look at this. New low, drops a lot. New low, drops a lot. So there's probably more meat on this move, but I already got stopped out of it. Yeah, just like on the converse with stocks that I go on the long side, if you flip this on its head, it's the opposite. They continue to make new highs. They're breaking, levels for new all-time highs. So there's no, upwards resistance. Just like there's no downward support on stuff like this, unless you consider maybe like if you're drawing a trend line that could, I guess, potentially act as support. But I found that if it breaks like price supports, there's a lot more follow through. Yeah. So. Let me see here. I'll go to the 5-minute so you can kind of see where I got in it and what I was thinking. Okay, this was what are these last 3 days? This is the 5-minute. You know what? I'm gonna go to the 30-minute. That might be a little bit easier to see. Okay, let's see here. It just continues to make new lows here. It consolidates a little bit, drops, consolidate a little bit, it drops. Let's go back to 5-minute. It made a new low here, and there was a bunch of selling in the morning. Then it, created a bear flag. This pennant forming right here. They just consolidated, ready for another drop. It dropped, consolidated, started making lower highs, and it looked like it was going to drop, but it didn't drop. I got stopped out on my first initial short. My first initial short was I do believe it was right in here. It was at 1270, and I stepped my stop loss at 1278. Got stopped out here because this made a high of 1279, and I got stopped out. I had a lot of I usually don't get back into trades that I lose on unless I have a real high conviction on it. So I got back in here. I reshorted it at 1267. Set my stop at I do believe 1275. It was somewhere around in here. Maybe it was in somewhere in this area right here, because it broke this little bit of support it had, consolidated, made a lower high, consolidated, and I'm just like this thing's just getting ready to dump. I don't see any, real buyers coming in to help support it. And when you see something, in a, it's dropping pretty hard. The momentum's going, on it to the downside on the daily. It just broke support. It's got a bear flag, pattern, pennant, forming, lower highs, lower lows. I mean, this low here, it broke that low here, so you can just see it. It's just gonna continue to follow the same pattern it's been doing, day after day, or each day that it's broken support to make a new low. No one's really coming in to buy it, so I shorted here. My stop was probably like at, a 0.5%. It was a 500 shares both times. My first trade, I had a loss of $37, and my second short, I got in at 12.67. I rode it all the way down, and I got stopped out at 12.42. Right here, let's see, where the heck was that at? Right here, it looked like it popped, and it looked like it was gonna drop. So I set my stop like right above that, which I should have set it a little bit wider, maybe above this area right here. But I got stopped out probably like by the penny. So that was a good gain. That was like $130 winner. Got to subtract the $37 loss from that. So I ended up with like $93 gain on the day, which isn't really bad. So I just wrote it down. What I like to do is find stocks that I see a lot of momentum to the upside or the downside. I don't like a lot of choppiness. I like smooth looking trades, smooth charts. I don't like to, I don't like to play ranges too much. I guess I can. I'm just better at this style of trading when it's making stocks are making a new low or a new high. I'm usually better at, and I just like to ride the momentum on whichever direction it's going. Generally on long trades, I look for stocks with more volume. On short trades, though, a lot of times it's volume's dying off, and that's why it's dropping. There's no one really coming in to support the price. But yeah, I just wrote this down, and I got stopped out at like 12.41 or 2 or something like that, which is a good gain. You can just when you see this tight consolidation right here, it's usually a good indicator that it's going to break to the up or downside. And if you're pretty good at guessing that or assuming that, you can bet on it to go down or maybe even up. But that tight consolidation, you can really mitigate your risk best that way. I like to, if I get stopped out, I get stopped out a lot, but when I lose money, it's not a whole lot, because I make sure I pick these tight ranges, or sometimes I breakout trade. But for the shorts, generally, I like to play the tight ranges that are will look like it's about to step down, or like a waterfall about to form, with just price just slowly starting to drop, and it looks like it's gonna fall off a cliff. And that's really what this did. The short fee was only $9 for 500 shares, which was pretty good. So that usually means there's a lot of short sellers in it. So if there's a lot of short sellers in it, there's a potential for a squeeze. So that's kind of what it did here. It made a low of 12, 12.20. I left a lot of money on the table here, but you can never pick tops and bottoms. You just gotta take the meat of the move and move on. It looked like it was gonna possibly drop here, and I can see all the short sellers covering into this push, and then reshorting it as it's dropping. Then once it broke this level, yeah. I mean, all the short sellers are getting out of it right here on this pop, and if you just continue to watch it, it just it pops up a little bit. Yeah, it could have been a decent gain if you would have played it on the long side, but I like to go with the overall trend. Sometimes I'll get into trades like this on the long side if I see a big short squeeze coming and there's good potential in it, and I don't have a whole lot of risk. I'm really mitigating my risk pretty good. But I do like playing these on the long side on the short squeeze. This stock is just the overall trend is just so bearish, you know. Why even bother, you know? But yeah, I made $93 today on this ticker. So you know, hopefully I make more money next time. But hope you like my video, guys. Take it easy.